My first research study, I interviewed white men who'd moved up from a working class background to middle class or higher. And they did talk about how their own experience in two different classes feels like two different worlds. However, most of them said that their identity was still their first class. One of them I remember said, "I'm still a blue collar boy, I just wear a suit now." And another said, "I wear a suit, but don't get me wrong, I can still swing a hammer." But they talked about being aware of the two different worlds between the classes and having to develop skills and code switching between them, as well as not feeling like they completely fit into their new class. And I've said multiple times this study was on white men because my research was the first in IO psychology to identify social mobility as a socially stigmatized identity at work. And so to do that, I was advised by my diverse committee team to look at white men first because we needed to be able to prove to reviewers that the marginalization was based on class and not race or gender identities, which would be harder to disentangle from women and or people of color. Since in my research, I have expanded to other groups, and in my most recent research, I have included neurodivergence as well.